So for I think $1, this thing lets me get a fairly detailed forecast for the next week or so. I decided to do that because yesterday it kind of seemed like something was blowing in, but it looks like the cold weather's over and it's just sunny in 50s and 60s for the foreseeable. So between the issues, missing taters on the Sisquawk and the bushwhack on the last couple of days, this has been a little bit on the rough side. That is kind of what I signed up for out here. I made some comment, just asking for it, basically saying, yeah, this has kind of gone smoother than I expected so far. And there you go. For better or worse, I don't really have detailed data on where the bad spots are or how long they last. The guidebook doesn't really get into that. I can kind of get some clues from how it's written, but it doesn't say, oh yeah, this section you're going to be struggling for a while. So for all I know, I'm going to be bushwhacking all the way to the bucket, or I could come around the corner and it's a clear trail and all good. I will say my experiences doing sections of this before the PCT probably helped me adapt to, life on trail a little easier. Because after you do something like this, PCT, AT, etc. seems a lot more straightforward. It's just hiking. Yeah, are you tired? Are you carrying a pack? Yeah, but, you got water and you got a trail. What more do you want? Once I get the bucket at mile 175, I have done that section. That was the middle section I did last time. So I have at least some familiarity. There was some bushwhacking, there were some pretty bits. That actually makes a good summary of the Condor Trail. Since I've been doing an awful lot of snack food lately, I'm trying to lean kind of heavier onto heartier items at the moment. Delaying getting out of the tent so I don't have to face another bushwhack? Why would you think that? So I do have reason to believe it's going to get better. I'm going to be heading up to Pine Flat, and it looks like after that there's at least a little bit of road and a Jeep trail I'll be following for a little while, which sounds like a nice change of pace. There is kind of a use trail through here, but not much of one, and I keep having to dig around for it. This is more like it. Hey look, a trailhead, I guess. This might be seen as a little bit of a challenge to find the trail coming the other way. So it's either you go over that brush pile or you hop this fence here. But look at this! Ah, beautiful road. I'm finding that it's similar to the Florida Trail. Sometimes roads are a nice break from everything that comes in between. First time I've seen somebody in days, and I realized he was there because a gunshot went off. Yeah, that route designation probably makes a little more sense. Nobody shot in my general direction in, like 10 minutes, and that tower, full 5G. I'm finally able to get a couple of these videos up. After the last couple of days, this is really just glorious. So I spend all day with this little cloud of annoying gnats dive bombing my face. I can blow at them, I can occasionally clap in front of my face to kill a few, but I can't wear my bug net because there's too much vegetation. It would have been shredded already. If I was a real badass thru hiker, I'd just kind of hoover them in and eat the extra protein. I have wondered if I hung some little tassel off the front of my hat, would that be enough to keep them away from my face? Sadly, I left my pasties at home. This is one of the nicest water sources I've seen in days. That wasn't bad since Pine Flat, but all of a sudden it just got really civilized. Oh my God. This is listed as a campground, but I've just been assuming that's an overgrown, not even flat area. This is downright civilized. Hooray for bathroom facilities. I might have missed a tick that started to latch onto my belly if I hadn't gone in there. Pretty sure it was when I was sitting there on the trail using the internet a while back. I know better than to basically sit anywhere except in my tent. Sadly, this is temporary. There's a bushwhacky section up ahead. Man, I'm not a big fan of, sites where somebody else might come across me, but this would have been kind of nice last night compared with, cow poop area. Okay, well, that was a nice break. I've been having a bit of an intestinal issue for the last couple of days. I just can't figure out. Usually I associate that with eating town food. When I'm out here eating just backpacker food, it's usually helps. No idea what's going on. Oh, good old SoCal haze. Okay, and here we are again. It is 6:30. I am down to 1.5 liters of water. So either I run across some water in the next creek or at Willow Spring, I push on to the bucket drop, which will probably involve some heavy bushwhacking after dark, or I just bed down with minimal water and skip dinner. I have a backpacker meal and I probably wouldn't want to waste the drinking water to make that. Damn, I was really hoping I'd find water down here. Oh well. Okay, just before 8 o'clock, I've been bushwhacking around, but look what I found. Not the best, but that should be enough water to get me through the night. Okay, and tonight's another night of just making something work. The ground here is pretty lumpy and uneven, but I think I got a place where my pad will let me get through the night. And those old cow patties are a little bit warm, so that's a plus. I was able to get enough water out of that puddle where I should be good for dinner. And then tomorrow I can grab my resupply bucket and get on to this next section. Home sweet home for the night. Taters took pity on me since I've kind of burned out on north sides here, so we are splurging just a bit and trying to mix in some more expensive meals.